Hello, dear year four. First of all, I really apologize for the inconvenience and the mistake that happened today. The connection was really weak, and I couldn't stay in the meeting. So today I decided to record the meeting, and you'll find it uploaded. And if you have any question, you can ask me anytime. Okay. Now let's start today's session. Remember, before the break, we started the lesson number 11, hurricanes. Okay, so today we're going to go through the vocabulary one more time, and we're going to have more exercise on them. Okay, so let's start. I will start by sharing my screen. So just wait a second. Okay, so you're supposed to be seeing this now. And let's start. Okay. The first word that we studied was whirling. Whirling. Remember, whirling, it means to spin strongly and fast. Remember? And we said which part of a speech is whirling. We said it's an adjective. I use it to describe a noun, like I say whirling wind. Or, for example, the blades of the helicopter is whirling. Okay, so for example, I have the strong whirling winds could form a hurricane. Okay, so the first word is whirling, which means to spin and to rotate very strongly. Okay, next one. Next word that I have is rapidly. Rapidly. Rapidly is an adverb, which means that I use it to describe a verb, and it means very fast, rapidly. For example, I can say, he ran rapidly toward the finish line, which means he ran fast toward the finish line. Okay, so rapidly, which means fast. Easy? Okay, next one I have condense. Condense. Condense is a verb, and if you remember, I told you it's when water vapor change into droplets of water. Do you remember when I told you, for example, if you uncover the pot, if you uncover the lid of the pot, you're going to see droplets of water formed on the lid, remember? And I told you this is condensation, when the water vapor join together to form drops of water. Okay? And I told you condensation is the thing that's responsible for forming the clouds in the sky. Remember? So, an example for this, or a sentence that have the word condense, is droplets of water condense on the side of the cold glass of water. Okay? Next one is source. Source. Source is where something comes from. For example, rivers, lakes, and streams are natural sources of water on Earth. It's where water comes from, right? Or another example, remember when I told you bananas are a good source of potassium, right? So we can get potassium from bananas, right? So source means where something comes from. The thing that I get something from, like I get water from rivers, right? I get potassium from bananas. So or bananas are a good source of potassium. Let's read the example that we have. Eggs are a good source of protein. Rain, rivers, and lakes are sources of water on Earth. Is it clear? Good. Okay. The next word that we have is rotating. Rotating. I'm sure you're quite familiar with this word. Rotating means spinning and turning. Spinning and turning. For example, when you rotate the mobile phone, remember when you're playing, for example, and you rotate it horizontally to play. Okay, so you're turning or you're spinning the mobile phone to play. Or another example, when we say Earth is rotating around its axis every day, it's turning around its axis, right? Okay, perfect. Next one we have is rage. Rage. Rage could be a verb or a noun. The same word could be used as a verb or a noun, which means very angry, really angry. Okay? So, for example, our neighbor raged when we broke his window. So, here rage is a verb. So, our neighbor raged when we broke his window. He was very angry. Okay? And we can use it as a noun, as when we say our neighbor got enraged when we broke his window. So the same word could be used either as a verb or a noun, depending on its place in the sentence. Okay? So rage means very angry and violent, extremely mad. Okay, next one is experience. Experience. The same here. The word experience also could be used as a verb or a noun. As a noun, as when I say, actually, I have a long experience in teaching. Okay, so I have a long experience. Here, the word experience is a noun. Okay, if I'm going to use it as a verb, which we have in our selection, it means to see and feel the effect of something. To see and feel the effect of something. For example, many places experience a lot of damage from the hurricanes. Many places experience damage, so they feel the damage caused by the hurricane. Okay, so they feel and see the effect of something. Okay, another example, the company has experienced quick growth last year, so it felt or it was affected by the growth. Okay, so the company has experienced quick growth. Okay, so here the word experience is a verb. Okay, is it clear? Good. Let's go on. Now this word is ancient. Ancient. Ancient is an adjective. I use it to describe a noun, and it means very old. For example, the ancient Egyptian civilization is one of the oldest civilizations in history. Okay, so, or when I say the pyramids are very ancient buildings. Okay, so ancient means very old, right? Like the pyramids, or maybe 7,000 years old. I'm not sure, but they are really old, right? So this is the meaning of the word ancient. Okay, good. Okay, next one we're having is predict. Predict. Predict is a verb, and it means when you think something is going to happen. To think something is going to happen. Um, Actually, it means to guess, but it's not a random guess. Not a random guess. No, you use the information that you have to get out or to predict or to think of new information. Let me give you an example. For example, your father promised you to bring you a bike, for example. Okay, and the next day he's late. He didn't come on time. So you're thinking or you're predicting that maybe he went to bring me the bike that he promised me. Okay, so you're using the information that you already have, that he promised you to bring you a bike, and you're guessing or coming out with new information. Okay, so do you understand what is the meaning of predict? To think something is going to happen. The example that's wrote in front of you is the weather forecast predicts it will rain tomorrow. The weather forecast predicts it will rain tomorrow. Okay, so depending on their studies and on the information that they have, they think that it will rain tomorrow. So they predict. Okay, so as I told you, not a random guess, not haphazardly. No, they use the information that they already have. Clear? Perfect. Next one is, and actually it's the last word that we're having today, it's registered. Registered. Registered is to record information, okay? And it in a formal way most of the time, okay? So an example that we have, once we arrived at the hotel, we registered our names. Once we arrived at the hotel, we registered our names. So we recorded our names, right? Okay. So registered, can you guess which part of speech it is? It's a verb. Perfect. Okay. I hope these words were quite easy, and actually, we're just going through them quickly. Okay, now I'm going to share something else with you. You're going to find in the assignment part, you're going to find a Word document. I'm going to go through it quickly with you, and I would like you to solve it and upload it on the system. Okay, so just give me a second. Um, Here it is. Okay, you're supposed to be seeing it right now. Just a second. Okay, yeah, here it is. Okay, so complete with a suitable word. We have the word registered. Remember, what does it mean? To record information. Rotating. Rotating, which means spinning and turning. Ancient, which means, you remember? Very old. Yes, really old. Rage, extremely angry, very angry and violent. Remember? Rapidly, rapidly, which means fast. Whirling, whirling, to spin very quickly and strongly. Condense, condense. Remember when water vapor turns into drops of water? Perfect. Predict, which means to think something is going to happen. Experience, experience, to feel and see the effect of something. Source, which means where something comes from. Okay, now let's read the first word, the first sentence. The space plates of the helicopter caused the dirt to get over everything. The plank blades of the helicopter caused the dirt to get over everything. Now I want you to think of the blades of the helicopter. What are they doing? Hmm. Okay, I want you to predict or to think what is the right answer. The what plates of the helicopter caused the dirt to get over everything. Hmm. Okay, quite easy. Let's go to number two. Earth is what around its axis which causes day and night. I want you to think of the movement of Earth. Remember? Earth is what around its axis and thus causes day and night every day. Okay. Number three, whenever Josh gets angry, he gets into what and turns into the Hulk. Whenever Josh gets angry, he gets into, when he gets really angry, he gets into what and turns into the Hulk. Hmm, think of the Hulk. He's in what? Okay. Now, number four. After the children were what in the local school, Mrs. Smith took them shopping for school supplies. After her children were what in the local schools, so they did something. They, hmm, I don't want to say. I want to help you more. I would like to see if you're going to guess the right answer. It's not that hard. Just have a deep look. A deep look. Yes. Concentrate, and you're going to find the answer. After her children where what in the local school, Mrs. Smith did something. She kind of put their names in the school. Okay, so after she spaced the children in the school, Mrs. Smith took them shopping for school supplies. Okay, number five, I couldn't wait to know what my Christmas present was. So I tried to what? By shaking it close to my ear. I I wanted to know what my present was. So I tried to hmm, okay. Number six, bananas and sweet potatoes are good what of potassium. So you should try eating them more often. Quite easy, right? Bananas and sweet potatoes are good what of potassium. So you should try eating them more often. Perfect. Number seven, volunteering in a school is a good work what if you want to be a teacher one day. It's a good work. Hmm. Here the word is used as a noun. Okay, so I would like to think about this one. Not it's not hard. Just think deeply. Okay? So, volunteering in a school is a good work, but if you want to be a teacher one day. Perfect? Number eight. Now, this one is a little bit tricky. A little bit. Okay? The what approaching storm caused the football match to be cancelled? Hmm. The what approaching storm caused the match to be cancelled? Okay, think about it. Number nine. A very what temple was found by archaeologists while digging near the jungle in Mexico. A very what temple was found by archaeologists while digging near the jungle of Mexico. Do you know what is the meaning of the word archaeologist? Do you know what does it mean? Archaeologists are scientists who study really old stuff. Like, for example, they are the scientists who are interested in studying the fossils, like the fossils of dinosaurs, the remains of the dinosaurs. Okay, so I call these scientists archaeologists, and I've kind of answered this question. Archaeologists are scientists who are interested in studying really old things. Okay, the last one is a water what on the side of the glass of icy juice on a hot day. Yummy. Water what? What does it do on the side of the glass of icy juice on a hot day? Okay, I hope you don't find it hard. Now, I would like to try solving it, and you're going to find it in the assignment part. Once more, I deeply apologize for the inconvenience that happened today. And one more thing that we're going to have the same link every day. We're not going to have different links for every session. So no, to cut it short, we're going to have just one link that we're going to use daily. I think it's going to be quite easy. Okay. And I'm going to write, or I'm going to update the live session, or the link of the live session, with every day time that we're going to meet, that the time that we're going to meet daily. Okay, so I'm going to write it for you, not to be confused. Okay, so have a deep look, and I will be seeing you tomorrow. Okay, be safe, and see you. Bye bye.